Hello, and welcome back to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. Today we have another tobacco review for you, and today's choice is Black Frigate by Cornell and Diehl.
Yeah, this is one that's based on their blockade runner, which is basically stoved red Virginias and golden Virginias that are soaked for 7 days in rum and then pressed together in cake form and let it dry out a little bit more then, and then that's how this is formed. That's the base for this, and then for this one they add Latakia and some Turkish to make it more of an English blend rather than a Virginia blend. So that's what this one is, and it's got well, they call it a black Cavendish. It's the black Virginia Cavendish, flavored with rum. It comes in a crumble cake. You can get this two ways. You can get it in a 2-ounce tin and an 8-ounce tin. It's interesting. It's a very interesting blend. The strength on it is medium. The flavoring is mild to medium, and the taste is medium also. So let's go ahead and get into this one.
So when we first open the tin, I immediately get hit with that Latakia. Just it changes because I have the blockade runner as well, and that's what I smoked that one a lot, and immediately it smells different just because of the presence of the Latakia in there.
See, what hits me first is the rum. I get the rum flavoring in there, and then I get that smoky earthiness from the Latakia. Smells great. It really does. There's a slight
fruitiness. There's a little fruitiness.
Yeah,
to
you can smell the Virginias in there slightly with the grassy smell and the fruitiness, the dark fruit in there. I get a little bit of the mustiness from the Oriental in there. It's a really interesting tin note. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's really a pleasant tin note, kind of an inviting version. As much, some of the English blends we smoked before are very, aggressive.
The Latakias are not as strong in this as many other English blends. Yeah. So the Latakias have been tamed down in this one. I love the crumble cake. The crumble cake is really nice. It's a little harder to break apart than the Sutliff crumble cakes, but it's still really, really nice.
Yeah, they had a heck of a hydraulic press pushing that one together.
Yeah,
because these were really packed in, and I've started to really enjoy the crumble cake part, just breaking apart what I need and then putting the rest in. I really like that.
I like crumble cakes too. All right, well, what did you think about the taste on this one?
I really enjoy the taste on this one. I get still the earthiness from the Latakia, but it's not as overbearing. I get that rum taste, that rum soaked Virginias, the nice light fruity citrusy kind of flavors that I get from my Virginias, but still that numb feeling that you get from Latakia, the little numbness that you'll get on the tip of your tongue from smoking direct Latakia, that plays in well with it. It's a very interesting combination. I like it a lot.
What I've noticed with this is that it changes. It changes during the smoke. Like from the very beginning, I get some of that smokiness from the Latakias. The Turkish is not very forward at all. It's pretty hidden, pretty hidden in there. The Virginias come out pretty well. But then, as you start to smoke it, it begins to change, and sometimes those Orientals come out and they kind of peek out that spicy tanginess that comes out, and then later on maybe some sweetness from the Virginias will come out.
Yeah,
it's pretty interesting how this smokes. It just depends on where I am in the bowl as far as what I'm getting.
Yeah, because in the beginning you get the more lighter flavors, the really small earthy tones, but there towards the end is when you're starting to get the Latakia come through.
Yeah, there's also a little bit of floral taste and herbal taste to it. Get dark fruit at times. It just depends. A little bit of spice at times.
Yeah,
You know, the Latakia is not overpowering on this at all, though. I mean, if you're a person that doesn't like heavy Latakias, this is really a well balanced English. As a matter of fact, to me, it's more Virginia forward than it is Latakia or Turkish forward.
Yeah, well, I mean, even in the description that they say on it, they added this stuff to produce a true Royal Navy blend. This is really pleasant, just enough Latakia to really get the taste, but not
I've smoked this a couple of times today, and each time it's been a little different. But all 3 times I felt like the Latakias come out more towards the end. The Turkish kind of is interspersed. It comes and goes and comes and goes. The end of the smoke to me is a little acrid. It's a little bitter,
musty.
Yeah,
really, yeah.
At the very end of it. But for the most part, it's a pretty balanced, easy smoking English. I usually don't like alcohol flavored.
I don't either.
But this one is not bad.
Yeah, I've tried one of the more prevalent rum topped blends that sells pretty often, which I'm not going to say what it is, but we've all tried it before, and all of us when we first tried it,
yeah,
didn't like it. That one needed to age for about 6 to 7 months for us to even really want to touch it again. But this one right out of the tin had a very nice flavor for it being a rum topped flavor. It's really nice. Yeah, I like this one a lot.
I mean, it's definitely easy, not offensive. I'm not convinced I'd smoke it all day.
Me neither. But when I'm craving Latakia, but not a lot of it, like to me, a true English blend tobacco, this is something that does very well at satisfying the taste that I want.
It's not bad. Not bad. I think the rum kind of helps tone down some of those Latakia and Turkish flavors, blends them together pretty well. I get a little bit of bite from this, just a little bit from the rum topping, but the tobaccos themselves don't give me a bite at all. It's not very, it's not harsh either. You might want to dry this out a little bit. It comes a little wet.
Yeah. Just break it apart a little and let that broken apart bit sit.
Yeah. And even with that, I've done that all 3 times. And even with that, it does leave some moisture at the bottom of the bowl.
Yeah.
It's cool. It burns clean.
And I think just because I think that's where some of the bitterness that we're getting from at the bottom of our bowl comes from, is that dawdle, the little bit of dawdle that's at the end that's wet. And
I've had to do a few relights with this smoke every now and then too. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, and it's complex. It's every puff is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
On this, at least to me, it is.
I really do like this because one exhale, I'll get a lot of flavors of Virginia. And then the next exhale I do, when I'm like, ooh, that was good, I want to go back, then it surprises me with, some Latakia and Turkish, and then just, ooh, okay, not as much. So let me try it again. And then it's different every time.
Yeah. Interesting. What did you think about the room note?
I think the room note is tolerable. I wouldn't go out and say, this is, to me, an outside smoke. It's not a smoke in your house kind of aroma that it leaves behind. It's just, it's tolerable if you're a smoker, if you've smoked Latakia, or even if you've been around somebody. Like in Ian's case, he smokes with us. He can tolerate a Latakia smell. Now, him personally probably is not smoking a lot of Latakia, so this scent to him would be off-putting. But
I've noticed also that I like this in a smaller bowl. I smoked it 2 times in a smaller bowl, 1 time in a larger bowl. I did not enjoy the large bowl at all. And I don't know if that has something to do with what I've smoked previously in that pipe, or if it's just that the wide open space didn't meld those tobaccos well together. I don't know. but it both times in a smaller bowl, it's been more enjoyable. The room note to me, like you said, is tolerable. I don't get much of the rum in the room note. It smells basically like just a light English.
Yeah.
For the room note.
Yeah.
That's what I get at least. And to me the moisture level is a little bit moist. I like to dry it out. You can smoke it straight from the tin the way it is. It's not too moist.
No, it's not.
You know.
It's that the way they press it and let it dry on its own. It still comes pretty dry, but it's the pieces on the inside that just aren't dried out completely.
Yeah. Nicotine hit on this is maybe
Medium. Yeah.
Maybe medium. You know, this one, since it does not come in bulk form, it is a little more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It comes to about $5.20 an ounce if you buy it in 2-ounce tins.
Which there are some other tins out there that are still much more expensive.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's about par for the course, really,
Yeah.
as far as tins go. You know, C&D has so many selections. You kind of get lost in when
over 200. I looked at
when
it.
I'm looking through their selections. I don't know. I just lose patience, I guess, and I'm just like, you know, I can't. But I'm glad you brought this because it's. I don't smoke very many C&D blends. This one is. I may go out and get some, you know, just to have it on hand.
Yeah, it's a very interesting. I am determined to try almost every single C&D blend. Like every time I order some tobacco, there's one new C&D blend that maybe just an ounce that I'm going to try just to say, I wonder how this one is.
It's easier to do those in bulk when you're buying them in bulk rather than in tins.
Yeah, because
you're making an investment when you buy in tins. You know,
Yeah.
you're going to have to smoke the whole tin whether you like it or not because that's $10-15.
Yeah.
You know, for a tin. So all right, well, what's your thoughts on it? What's your?
I really enjoy this one. Because I've tried the Blockade Runner, which is its base, I really enjoy that one a whole lot more. But it's a Virginia blend. So I would say I'm going to give this one a 3.5. A 3.5 shots. Just because I'm not a huge English fan, but it is a better English blend than I've tried before.
I'm going to give it a 3. And the reason why I like the flavor. I enjoyed the tin note very much. The flavor is good up until about the last eighth of the bowl. And that last eighth kind of gets a little rancid. And so, you know, when I get to that point, I don't want to have to go knock out my tobacco and you know.
It almost seems like a waste.
Yeah, I wish it would burn cleaner all the way to the bottom.
Yes.
Without that turning taste.
Yeah.
But still, I'm enjoying the bulk of the smoke. So I gave it a 3 is what I did. So what do you want? That's a
3.2.
3.25. What do you want to? Do you want to round it up or round it down?
Let's go ahead and round it down.
Okay, so we're going to give it a overall 3.
Overall 3 from us.
All right. Here's 2. And here is the 3. So on Cornell and Diehl's Black Frigate, we gave it a 3. Again, these are our opinions. You know, this is just what we've come across.
Yeah.
And compared to all the other things that we've smoked, this is a nice, easy blend.
Yeah.
The rum does not overpower it.
No, I like the fact that it has a rum topping. I really do. And you can taste it through the beginnings of the smoke.
Almost like a dessert.
Yeah.
An after dinner.
Yeah.
Kind of smoke, you know. I like that the lats are not really strong in this. I kind of favor Orientals, and so every now and then the Orientals sneak up in this one, and it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
When it does. So I kind of like this. I might decide to buy a 10 or 2 to put it away for later.
I bet it ages very well.
Yeah, I bet it does. I mean, I don't know what would happen to the rum scent. Probably would begin to dissipate just a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty nice. All right, well, there you have it.
There we have it.
Yeah, now next week we're going to do another tobacco. I've got one coming in. By the way, before we leave, I just wanted to give a shout out to Val Shanahan. In the last month or so, maybe a couple of months, I've bought about 4 pipes from him.
Yeah.
And man, he just does such a great job of going out and finding what you want.
Yeah.
I told him that I was looking for a calabash, a gourd calabash with a meerschaum insert, and lo and behold, he found one for me.
Yep.
And it is super awesome. It's this came with the stand, and it's a Boots Shokan, and they're hard to find, and it smokes wonderful. I've been pleased with everything that I've gotten from him. I do suggest that you get on Facebook, look him up, Val Shanahan. He's always posting things on Facebook groups for things for sale. But also, if you get a hold of him and you have something specific that you're looking for, he'll find it.
Yeah, he's really good.
He'll go out and find it, and the prices are really pretty fair. So, anyway, just wanted to make sure that we thanked him for helping us out.
Yeah. Other than that, guys, I know that COVID-19 is going around, so we're still trying to do our best to make sure we pump out a video a week, at least some type of review. During this time, it's kind of hard for the whole gang to be here because some of us live further.
Yeah, with all the stay-at-home orders, it's just smarter for them to stay
at home.
Yeah. Rather than trying to get out here and do a video with us. Nathan and I live in the same town. So it's easier for us to get together.
Yeah. So we're still doing our best to try and get everything together. We really appreciate the guys who have subscribed and have left comments and everything. And if you guys are still interested or you have any questions, go ahead and put those in the comment section or reach out. I think Dad still puts his email information at the end of every episode. Just reach out to us, and if you have any questions about specific things, or if you guys are looking for a pipe, we probably know a guy or two that could get you that pipe and put you in the right direction. Anything else?
Nope. I am ready to go on with our day, smoke a couple more bowls, and watch some TV.
Have some bourbon.
Yep, and stay at home.
Yep.
Everybody stay safe. Please be careful. Make sure that you're doing everything you can to protect yourselves and your families.
And with that, make all your piping moments count, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Y'all take care.
Bye.